Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Morg, and welcome to my React channel. And today we are going to be diving into a new group, at least on this channel, it's new, called Hearts2Hearts. I have not watched them, reacted to them, or anything, so I have no clue what I'm getting into, but I'm excited. I love watching a new group. So we are going to be getting into their Lemon Tang music video today. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're loving the vibes, as well as check out my Patreon for all things me, reality TV, and K-pop, of course. So let's get into this video. All right, here we go. Oh God, I hate these. 함께 본 sunrise, sunrise. 우리 나라가 서로 섞여가 We eliminate. 더할 게 없어. 구름꽃이 떠리 쨍한 햇볕 그 아래 땀 흘린 그만큼 punch. 지금부터 lemon take. I know you hate it. Don't like 날 섞는다면 can't deny it. 나 이겨 여름. lemon sour. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that ending is hilarious. Okay, interesting. Definitely different than what I'm used to seeing. Very cutesy, very cutesy. Let's get into it. Let's get into the fits. Let's get into a little bit of everything, shall we? All right, let's run it back from the top. First of all, I love this, how it says lemon tang. I love how the O looks like a lemon. The G looks like a dolphin. We already know like we're gonna get some sort of like beach vibe. I'm feeling something's gonna be fresh, beachy, whatever. Now, I was trying to figure out from the jump how many girls were gonna be in this group. Because we see a lot of, everybody. Also, this is hysterical. And I'm not gonna lie, when I flinched, I'm telling y'all, I don't like bees. I was stung one time, mind you, minding my business in the pool, hanging out with my cousin. I was leaning over and holding onto her little floaty to make sure. She was like 5 years old. I'm chilling. She's telling me a little story about her Barbies. and I get stung minding my business. They always say that bees sting you when you're bothering them. I was minding my business, so that's a lie. Anyway, beside the point, I don't like bees. I've only been stung once. Terrifying. So this like frantic moment inside a bus. Do you know how crazy that is? If you're inside a bus with a bee, this makes all the sense. And I love that we get this sense of kind of like, oh, it's a bee? That's all we're freaking out about? Like, you know, I think it's fun that we see the bubbles. We're seeing a lot of color here, which I really like. And I thought this was really cool. We get a moment where she like looks out the window and she's like, oh, wait a second. You know, we get this brief where everything is quiet. She sees this guy that she kind of thinks is cute with a lemon truck. So I love how it goes from like frantic to then slowly hearing the beat kick up. And I did like the beat here. Okay, so then I was like, okay, it's giving 8 girls because we are getting them in the forefront here. I kind of love how they kind of all have like this like shocked face, kind of like, what's going on here? I really do love this top. Very flattering. Like kind of like it's like a play on a halter top. Love this. I think the colors are so fun. These chairs also remind me of like the charter buses that you would take to like go to prom or you'd go to on field trips, and they had these like funky seating. I really loved this. I also enjoy how we have so many different hair colors and styles represented. So I really enjoyed that. Now, this was silly. Okay, it's like they somehow slam into this truck that has the lemons everywhere. And everyone's like, like, you know, kind of being smushed together. Like, okay. So this was kind of interesting because it's like they get off the bus and now it's like a whole party, right? And they're dancing. Now, one thing that's interesting is like, this is what I mean by like cutesy. Like she has mermaids on her top, and like this is like more of like, you know, we're not seeing a lot of like cutouts in the sides or like anything that we'd see in like other, I would say like mature artists, mature meaning like the age. I don't know how old these girls are. I would assume younger 20s maybe. I don't know if I'd go as low as teens. It's really hard to tell because they're all like so pretty, and I can't tell. I'm not really good with guessing people's ages. But I think they're really fun, right? So we have like little sneaker vibe. I just think the way that the stylist has dressed them is on the more youthful side of things. But I do think it's really cool how they're like in a group of 8. I can imagine what it would be like to be in a group where it's 8 of you and you guys are kind of like a new group and you're kind of stepping yourself out there. So pretty cool. I will say I loved this intro to her where she has like this like sun thing and her hair looks incredible. I love how they're doing this in like the side view where it says like objects in mirror are closer than they appear. We see that in every single car side mirror. So I love that it kind of seems like she's a little bit further back than what she is. And the fact that this dog yanks this guy or like this boy, and now the jewelry's flying everywhere, and then we see these pieces over her. I think that stuff is just kind of really clever to like incorporate. But like we're just like in a totally different world. Like they were on a trip to go somewhere, and now there's like a painting being carried. She has a little mini telescope kind of thing. Like there was a snow globe. Like where are we right now? Even like these little things where if you look in, you would see all these little things. I forget what it's called. Now, I thought this was cute. They have their little matching sailor outfits, you know, because it's kind of like a beach water theme. So they're kind of giving some more like sailor vibes. So I thought this was really cute. I love the little like matching outfits that they have. The skirt, even the socks, like it was a little bit different considering that like there's already so many like stripes and patterns going on. But I do like the socks. Oh, whoops, my bad, y'all. I accidentally pressed like to extend it full screen. Anyway, so one thing I really liked about this is like they do look super good together and they are like dancing on point together. So I thought that was a great thing for them. And I did enjoy how we have them kind of all evenly spread apart. We get to see them kind of dance, these little figurines in front, like just kind of adding to the background. I do feel it is a lot going on. I'm find myself looking everywhere. I'm like, there's burgers, there's this. But I think they want to show that like where they are at right now is it's meant to be busy. It's meant to be, you know, buzzy, if you will. Now, this was kind of cool. You know, she opens the book and now it goes into this like book and she's traveling through, whether it's like social media, like we can see how like she's navigating through the things, which I think is kind of nice. And I can't tell, like Palm Grove Cafe, I'm like, is that, you know, the Grove in California that they're leaning on? Is this Ferris wheel supposed to signify something in Santa Monica? Like, I don't know what they're leaning towards. I'm assuming because it's like very beachy. Now, I do love this girl's hair. I love how it like shapes her face. Stunning. I love how she's also like rapping here. I thought this was really fun how like when you see them, right, you can see them kind of like telling, okay, get in closer, move over here. You see everyone kind of following that. Everyone's like running this way and now they're all running this way. So I really thought that was fun. Now this part was cute, right? They're out in front of this Lemon Sun souvenir shop, right? Lemon Tang Beach. So it's like obviously Lemon Tang is like a destination. So they're here at Lemon Tang Beach. They're kind of doing their thing here. And I think it's really cute. And I love how they have people recording them, like whether it's their friends, but it's just like cute. Very girl code, girlhood group. And I think it's really fun, especially with all of their like matching or not matching, their clothes that are like very, I guess similar to matching. Like they're all in skirts. They all have like these little tops on, but this is really cute. I liked this moment here where they're at the beach. They have their little like little dance segment that they've been doing throughout the music video, but I do think it's cute how they talk about how right here, lemon sour, and then sweeter when we're together. So I think it's cute that they're kind of like bringing together how that would how you're better together. You know what I mean? So this was kind of fun. I enjoyed this part. I thought this was just visually really, really cool, right? So we have all of them just kind of laying out, tanning, and there are people underneath these umbrellas that are like moving around and creating some kind of like movement for us to pay attention to. So I thought that was really cool. And we kind of get zoomed in on like the towels that they're laying on. So really cute. Also, these girls are stunning. Like that's one thing we can't deny. Absolutely beautiful. Also, I'm so glad that they did this because now I can shut all the haters up here. Okay. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Okay? Period. Anyway, I thought this was cool how they're doing like their little dance almost at like some kind of function. And, you know, they have people in the back with the umbrellas. Then it transports here to a lemon farm. And I thought that was pretty cute. I think the outfits that they have on are probably my favorite of the entire music video. I love how we're getting these ruffled skirts, a lot of layering. You know, their little cowgirl boots are so cute. They're very in unison. Like I said, this is giving very like girlhood, girl code. I mean, their name is Hearts2Hearts. It's just very cutesy. Very, very cute. I will say that I think that they sound very good together and that they harmonize very well. I think it's also cool how they split open the lemon. I mean, we also have some huge brands being featured here. Like Miu Miu is huge. So obviously like really, really cool that we can see that. And I think this is just such a cute little dancing segment with everyone. You guys know I love dancing segments. Now I thought this was cute. A little Lemon hits her, right? She was the one that had the headphones on and she noticed the guy. And I'm like, oh my God, please tell me that she's gonna go say something. So we see them all getting excited and they meet eyes and she hands it. Has a cute little look like, oh. And then she eats it. I'm like, what? Like, to be fair, I feel like that happens a lot when you're younger. You know, you have a crush on a guy and you want to tell him or you want to show him. And then you fall on your face or you do something embarrassing. But anyway, this was a really cute video. I would love to know what you guys thought in the comments. Thank you so much again for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.